Hake tried to force one there to Potts. Cesano steals it for Minnesota. Battle. Usage rate has to be fairly high for Battle. She's been handling it a lot so far today, and again, the ball is stuck for most of this one too. Higher three, that's the first of the game for Minnesota, and you wondered if her streak of 24 consecutive games with a three-point bucket was going to be in jeopardy. Well, no longer. That streak stretches to 25 there. Moriarty with Shelley and Stewart set to check back in. Deep three from Hake to try to answer. Misses off the opposite window, wide right. Potts an offensive board, and she's hacked. Potts just right place, right time there. And a really strong shot at a three-point play, too.
Potts with 10 points, 7 rebounds today. It's kind of been the usual for her, just picking her spots, very efficient from the field early in the season. She was leading the entire Big Ten Conference in field goal percentage as a freshman. It's just been such an impressive year for her, and I think at this point she might be the favorite for Big Ten Freshman of the Year.
Back-to-back free throws there for Potts. She's up to 12 points. So far this year, she leads the conference, 6 Big Ten Freshman of the Week awards. Nobody else has more than 3. Last awarded that honor on February 12th, 12 days ago.
And to think about the last time the Huskers had a Big Ten Freshman of the Year, it was Alexis Markowski, and we know what type of career she has had in Lincoln. It's been historic, and if Natalie Potts can kind of follow in those footsteps, it would be just another terrific addition for Coach Amy Williams and this Husker staff.
Inbound to Holloway. Battle, directing traffic. 8 on the shot clock. Battle feeds it to Hire. Fadeaway 2, got it. And that's been the bright spot today. Mallory Hire, who again led the team in the first game with 16 points. She's doing it again today now with 15.
She's really been the only efficient offensive player so far today for Minnesota.
Yeah, Shelley catch and shoot 3, rattles home. And she gives the point to Hake for the assist.
Shelley, that was her 4th 3 of the ball game.
And she now leads Nebraska in scoring with 16 points. Whistles away from the ball, and we got a foul. See who gets rung up with that one for Nebraska.
Looks like they might be subbing Jazz Shelley out for the final time here in Lincoln.
And as a result, she gets a standing O for the Nebraska fans here this afternoon. Inbound to Battle on the right block. Again, another strong attempt there off 2 feet, but she can't get it to go. She's on the right side, dumps it off. Another fadeaway from Hire, this time the iron unkind. Husker lead is 25. Deep 3 from Stewart is good. From way downtown, Stewart gives Nebraska its largest lead of the game. It's a 6-0 run.
10-3 of the ball game as well for Nebraska right there as Annika Stewart connects from way downtown. Nebraska's not even that great of a three-point team.
Tough finish from Holloway over Stewart. The difference right now in three-pointers, 30 points off three-point shots from Nebraska, just 3 as Stewart tries to go back-to-back. She does.
And that's the dangerous factor of this Nebraska team. They can find it in the starting lineup. They can bring it off the bench from beyond the arc. And teams around the country have got to keep an eye on the Huskers as we head into March.
Step back 3 from Groholski, and she hits. But how about that for Stewart here on senior day to get that moment here in the 4th quarter? Bottom half of the 8th inning, 10-2. Nebraska leads South Alabama here on Big Ten Plus, and it is a new pitcher in here for the Jaguars to face 8-9-1 in Nebraska's order. His name, Zach Stevens. Right-hander owns a 4.15 ERA, a 1.62 WHIP, has tossed 4 1/3 so far this year. Has allowed 4 hits and 2 earned runs in those innings, an even 1-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. Garrett Anglem gets things started. 2-for-2 start in this one. He singled in the second, doubled and scored in the fourth, but he struck out in the sixth. He is 2 of 3. Bags are clear. First offering from Stevens. This one's ripped towards left, and it is over the head, or actually no, just drops a little bit to the left of the left fielder Sullivan. A sliding double for Anglem, his second double of the afternoon. He is 3 of 4, and once again, Nebraska in business.
It's been the bottom of the order. Once again, 3 for 4 for Anglem, 2 for 3 for Sanderson, and that brings up Stokes, who's 2 for 3.
And a pinch hitter on deck in Clay Bradford for Nebraska. Stevens looks in, fires to Stokes. Strike one. Stokes today, 2 for 3, couple of RBI singles. The one in the sixth, though, was of the bunt variety. Stevens 0-1. Swing and a miss. 86 there. Had Stokes fooled. Quickly, the 9-hole hitter behind 0-2. Pitch on the ground towards the hole in short. Anglem slides back to second. The throw, not in time. And Stokes beats it out without having to face a throw at first. Anglem able to get back safely, and so Bell tries to cut off the lead runner. He tried to make too close of a play there, and of course, on the other end of the throw, Holt wasn't able to hang on to the baseball.
It's going to be a tough play for Bell. I think he made the smart decision because Stokes has pretty good speed, and more than likely would have been able to beat that out at first. And had he thrown to first, Anglem may have tried to get to third.
Pinch hitter for Nebraska is Clay Bradford, the hero of the first of Nebraska's 3 ninth-inning victories over the College of Charleston last week. Entered late in that game, doubled in the top of the 10th to lead off that inning, and then was able to beat out a chopper from third to score from third to home. Beat a throw on a high chopper from Cole Evans. That was eventually the winning run for Nebraska. Count even on Bradford, 1-1, the transfer from St. Mary's. He'll likely take Silva's spot in center field for Nebraska in the 9th. 1-1, fouled off, 1-2. No outs. Stokes on first, and on second, it's Anglem. The official ruling for Stokes is a single to shortstop, so he goes to 3 of 4. One, 2. Low and out. And 77. Dylan Huft waiting in the on-deck circle for Nebraska. 2-2 to Bradford. This one, a deep shot towards left center field. It's going back. It is at the wall, and it is gone. A 3-run shot and a pinch hit home run for Clay Bradford. His first as a Husker. And Nebraska leads by 11. 15-13, Nebraska leading SMU, leads the match 1-0 over the Mustangs here on Big Ten Plus. I'm Grant Hansen alongside Chife Yeager. And Chife, it seems like Nebraska may have regained some momentum here, but SMU has been really resilient throughout this entire match. Frazier, now to Wheeler. Now Riley sets Krause. Frazier with the dig on the right side. There's a swing, and it's blocked back. Lindsey Krause in there along with Andy Jackson.
Yeah, well, SMU has been very good this set. They kept it even about all the way up until 13-13, but now Nebraska looking like they're starting to take back over. SMU has really got to get their head back in the game if they want to have a chance at taking this.
4-0 scoring run for the Cornhuskers. Out of the back row, a tip shot from Chimay. A couple of contacts, Lexi Rodriguez, Bergen O'Reilly, and it finds its way to Lindsey Krause, who finds the floor. Now a 5-0 scoring run.
Well, that ball kind of bounced around on Nebraska's side of the court a little lackadaisically, but Krause just with an impressively accurate strike right there.
First kill for Lindsey Krause. And of course, a part of that run is we have an overpass here, and winning it is Celia Cullen. She's showing some fire for SMU. But a big part of that first set for Nebraska was the block. And in the midst of that 5-0 run, right after the media timeout, Nebraska gets their first block of the second set. That's a difference here. SMU's been able to neutralize that to some extent.
And Nebraska had 4 blocks in that first set.
And a service error puts Nebraska back up by 4, 18-14.
Now, well, one of the reasons it's so hard to beat the Cornhuskers is that they take advantage of every opportunity that they have. And for a while, SMU was playing very, very well and taking everything that they could get, but now a little bit off their game after that break when Nebraska went up 15-13, and they seem to be back in control.
Cullen on the slide goes to Glover, and she's long, no touch, and on the attack error, Nebraska gains a 5-point advantage. Cornhuskers have won 6 of the last 7 rallies. As Choboy serves again. Cullen to the left side. Wheeler, she got a touch, and she got it down in play, too, even if there hadn't been one. But she uses the top of the block. 19-15. Casey Batenhorst back in to serve here for the Mustangs.
Well, Batenhorst is certainly... Casey Batenhorst is certainly a fan favorite, even though she's on the other side of the court.
Murray with the pass. On the slide, Andy Jackson, tip shot. And there's an open space in the floor. She drops it into the campfire.
That was a beautiful tip shot from Andy Jackson, perfectly placing that in between, I believe, 4 SMU Mustangs. Right on that far side near the tape. That is just a beautiful point added for Nebraska.
3 kills, 4 blocks for the 6'3" freshman from Brighton, Colorado. Maisie Boziger to serve. Cullen to Glover. She tries the tip. Sliding set from Bergen O'Reilly over to Harper Murray. Now on the right side, Wheeler, nothing there. Goes to Murray again, this time no touch. An attack error for Harper Murray, her 3rd.